Hello everyone, welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. We're your hostesses, Brookie and...
Becky.
And welcome back. The setup is kind of weird because unless I have the headphones on, I can't hear myself. But if I have the headphones on, I then cannot hear you because you're coming out of the desktop speakers. So I'm a little, if I'm too loud or not loud enough, you'll just have to let me know, Rebecca.
Okay.
No pressure. Okay. So, what's going on with your ducks? That's what I wanted to ask.
They are terrible little creatures. They look so cute. One of them's kind of sweet. She lets me pet her. But they are messy and destructive.
Yeah.
Little boogers. They get in the water dish, and there's one of them. I don't know if they all do this or if it's just the one, because I saw her do it. She slings water out of the side of her beak, and I don't know how it's working.
Yeah.
It looks like drinking water, but she's spraying it.
Yeah.
And literally yesterday, Emma's been cleaning out this cage all week, like every 2 or 3 days all week. And these ducks, I think, have doubled in size almost.
Yeah.
Like they're a lot bigger already than the chick.
Yeah, I remember that they ducks apparently grow a lot quicker than chickens.
Yeah, it's true. And when they grow, they become more disgusting. And so
they produce more feces and
the feces is not what's the problem. It's the making a lake out of the mulch. It's gross.
Ew.
You've got the heat lamp focused on them to keep them warm.
Right.
And then got all the water and the poop, so it's got this foul odor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I go to clean out the shavings yesterday, and there's so much water. And then the ducks are trying to drink it. I'm like, guys, that is dirty, gross water.
Right.
Why are you drinking it? So we cleaned it up, like sanitized it, washed it down, and I don't know why we sanitized it because we knew it was going to get gross again. But anyway.
Yeah, it made you feel better.
Yeah, put it back in there. And my brother-in-law's like, well, is the water dish level? This or that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I think it's because the water dish isn't level. But I didn't put the shavings on that side of the cage. I just put the water dish flat on the bottom of the cage and the next to it. And then I had the shavings on the side where the heat lamp was.
Yeah.
Those stupid ducks did the same exact thing. So this morning, like, we're trying to clean it out again. And I'm like, these chickens are having to live with these terrible creatures. So
terrible little housemates.
Yes. They're not good housemates.
Oh, my goodness.
I let the ducks keep the cage. And I put the little chickies in a box. And they're being good right now. They have not escaped from the box. I don't know I know what I could do. I just had an idea of how to keep them from escaping the box. But anyway, they haven't tried to do that yet. They are sleeping in their food and water dish.
Yeah.
Don't know why they're doing that. But
they're not bright.
No. Everything seems copacetic right now in both the cages. I don't know what I'm going to find when I get home tonight.
Yeah. Well, I hope they're all still within their cages, at least when you get back.
Me too. I'm worried about Lake Duck when I get back.
Yeah. Yeah, gonna be nasty, probably. Definitely gonna be nasty. I know when we had the chicks in the basement, when they were still itty bitty, I had to go down like every day to clean their water and their food out because they would get the food in the water, or then they would get into the water and, use the bathroom on the water. And I mean, they had poop and stuff all over inside of the cage. So I was in there, of course with gloves on and stuff, moving around, cleaning out their bedding and replacing their water every day, making sure their food was full, all the things. They're just not very bright animals.
Yes. I mean, I expected to do that. I did
Yeah.
not the lake creation.
Yeah, that's and ducks are different. We didn't get to have ducks when we wanted them, so I don't know. I've not experienced that, so I'm I'm really interested in
Well,
your process.
my sister and brother-in-law said they've never experienced ducks doing that either. So I don't know. My brother-in-law's sister said they're mallards, and I don't know how she knows that, but when I look at them, they do have the little eye things like the mallard ducks do, so they might be mallards.
Hmm.
And only time will tell.
Yeah.
But then, my sister and brother-in-law, I don't think they have mallards. They have like the white ducks, and I don't know what their names are, but the mallards have the colored heads.
Yeah.
And so maybe it has something to do with the breed of duck. Or I just got lucky. Um,
Yeah, lucky.
so I don't know.
You've
I
got the
don't know.
lucky duckies.
Yes. Mm.
That's fun.
Okay. So just a fair warning to you in Austin about what
Yeah.
to expect.
Yeah. We we'll need to know for sure cuz I know are you going to have like a pond area or something for the ducks when they're big?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a little I think we talked about actually last time you were here, but we have like a it's like a koi pond basically
Oh,
that
okay. Yeah.
you can just like dig a hole and you place the koi pond inside of it and you have to hook it up to water and stuff so it
Yeah.
keeps the water flowing. We have that because we got it from one of Austin's drifting buddies. He lives in Tennessee and he was just like, "Hey, you want to help me clean out my barn? You can have like whatever you want in it." So we got
Uh-huh.
several things, including the koi pond, and we're gonna use that for a couple of ducks probably at some point.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know what area they're gonna be in the yard yet, but one day. I also don't know where the goats will eventually be either, but I know where I want a garden and I want that to get put together. We have so many blueberries.
Oh, nice.
There's so many. I actually need to go out there later and water my water everything, I guess. Even though it did rain earlier, but get the blueberries and water my sunflower seeds that I had replanted on the front porch.
Oh, yes,
So
nice.
they're fine. They're sprouting a little baby sprouts. So maybe they'll live. I don't know. They died last time because I just forgot to water them. So it's really my fault.
Well, also maybe the deer won't eat them.
Yeah, I'm hoping they will not because of where they're at. But if they live long enough and get big, I'm gonna have to transition them, I guess, to the ground outside. I don't really have any big pots,
Yeah.
so only time will tell.
Are you gonna be making something with those blueberries?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get muffin mix and just try to make some blueberry muffins. So hopefully that goes well. And I have strawberries still, and I figured I could make strawberry muffins and blueberry muffins. So
Yummy.
not like homemade muffins per se, but with the blueberries that we grew. So that's fun.
So what you should say is not from scratch, but they
There
will
we
be home
go. There we
because you'll
go.
be yeah, so you have to make them like Sunday night, Monday morning so that we can help you eat them.
Yes. Yeah, I thought about that too. I was and I'm like, "Oh yeah, so I'll have to make them so like Sunday. So when y'all come down, you can eat some too and tell me how delicious they are."
I'm sure they'll be wonderful. I can't wait to try
I
them.
hope so. I hope so. Well, gosh, it feels hot in here. This computer is hot. Yesterday, it was already just a hot day outside, and
Right.
Austin was playing on the computer on a game online with his brother, and
Mm-hmm.
they played for a couple hours. I came downstairs. I went upstairs because Stetson fell asleep. He actually slept a lot yesterday, so he was asleep, and I went upstairs to work on my cardigan. And I know I sent you some low quality pictures, but I came downstairs and I was like, it is so hot in here. And I looked at the thermostat and it said it was 78 degrees in here.
Wow.
78. I said, what are we? Old people in Florida? I don't think so. So he had to get off the
Okay.
computer for a while. Oh, that was funny.
That's funny.
This thing's packing heat. Well, I guess we ought to get into it. Do you have like a haul or anything else you want to chit chat about?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't that a fun question? Because it's like, no, off the top of my head, I don't. But then when we hang up, you're going to be like, oh, fudge. That's what I do, at least.
Look, have a haul. They went shopping with Grandma's credit card today.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
wish I could go shopping with Grandma's credit card. That's really fun. I forgot to mention one little thing that I had gotten, and it was the day after I got the yarn, I think. I had also gone back to get something else. I
Yeah.
might be wrong about my facts, but I think it went something like that. I ended up getting a interchangeable knitting needle set. So it's knitting needles, and they're attached to cables, and you can untwist the cables and put longer ones or shorter ones on whichever needle size you need, so it can accommodate the size of your project. So there's actually a different set that I want, but I saw that at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it. It's only like $17, and I want to see how much I like it, how often I actually use this kind of technique, or how often I use these tools. And there's a
Right.
different set that I want, but it's like $100, but it's like a really nice set. And I've wanted it for like 2 years, and I'm like, well, maybe one day. But that's all I remember that I needed to talk about haul wise. I don't think I have anything else for that. I restarted Stetson's blanket that I was started making
Oh, yeah?
because I didn't like it. So so I undid it, and instead of just using that one yarn I was using that changed from blue, then finally to green, then whatever color was next, I took that one and the other little ball of yarn I had gotten, and I combined them, and then went up like 2 needle sizes to accommodate that, which I don't even know if that's correct. I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but I did it anyway. It felt right. And so I think you would really like this, how it's turning out, because I like it a lot better. So it's so soft. Cotton is so soft. It's also a lot sturdier too when you combine 2 different strands of cotton together, as opposed to when they were by themselves. It was very loose, I guess. I don't know, drapey, flowy. I don't know, but this is a little bit sturdier, but still really soft. So I'm excited about that.
Well, good.
Yeah. I really wanted to show it to you today, but you were having a duck catastrophe, so I can't really
Yes.
show it to you.
Hopefully
Also,
I was just going to say, hopefully we'll have that all figured out by next week.
yeah, I guess what size? I mean, I guess you need another cage. We had a cage, and well, technically we still have one cage. I don't know if you'll need it by the time we'd be able to give it to you to use. You might need something bigger than it.
Well, really what I need is for the ducks to not sling water. My sister gave me an idea.
Yeah.
I have duct tape from my dad and see if it works.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we're not duct taping the ducks' beaks or anything.
Just their feet together.
She made a suggestion about like covering the water dish in a way in which it might prevent them from slinging the water. So we're gonna see if it works. I didn't quite follow her, so she's gonna draw me a diagram.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. At least she's going to draw you a diagram.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess it's like put the duct tape over the dish but have like a certain size hole that they can stick their beak in.
And, make like pie shapes where they could stick their beaks in, but they can't like sling the water out because what it looks like. But if she's just filling her beak with water and then spitting it out, that's not gonna change it. But we'll see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would it help to use the duck waterer thing that I bought, or are you using something similar to that already?
I'm using the starter kit thing for chicks, so it might work better. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could see. I mean, we can talk about this later. But yeah, we'll talk about this later. So anyway, no need to get into the gritty details. Anyway, all right. Okay. Have you, Rebecca, finished anything?
No, but I have started the third book.
Oh, I love that. No, it's giving me. You started the third book and what?
I'm listening to Death at Bishop's Keep and A Crown of Swords, and then I'm also reading The Gun Seller.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So so you're still in the gun cellar, which I had expected you to finish.
Yeah, I haven't really done a lot of reading.
Yeah.
I'm on page 6 though.
You're on page what?
106.
Oh, okay.
And there's only 300, so
Oh, okay. That's a good chunk.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you've been busy with your little birds and whatnot and living
Yeah,
life.
they keep me busy. Oh, wait, there is actually something else that's been keeping me from reading.
Oh, yeah?
I've been working on my book.
Oh! Wow, what a turn! That's so exciting!
I forgot I wanted to talk about that.
That is so funny. That's a big deal.
Yeah. So, it's coming along very, very well.
Wow, how much progress have you made? When did you start this again?
A few nights ago, so our friend at work who got me to read the fantasy series,
Mm-hmm.
was showing me this program that he's using to help him with his book. It's AI. And so I screenshotted all of my pages that I have typed out, and I'm taking them and I'm putting them into the AI program.
Uh-huh.
And so I can ask it to expand, and it gives me like more words. It's saying what I'm saying, but with more words. And it's also adding on where it thinks that I should have gone more into detail. It goes more detail.
Okay.
Then I asked it name suggestions. So after I finish getting the book how I want it, I'm going to go back and retype it into the computer, and I'm going to change the names that are in there to names from this list. Like I gave it the two of the names from the list, and I said, what are some good character names for a fantasy book that's not high fantasy, but two of the characters have these names? And then it gave me a whole list of names.
Wow.
And then I asked it for a scenario. I gave it a scenario, and it typed out like a whole new chapter for me with the scenario that I gave them. And so like I'm really and like when it typed it out, I said, okay, I like that, but can you rework it with this information? And it reworked the chapter.
That's crazy.
So it's helping me with, because that is the biggest problem that I have with my writing is like, this is the story, da da da.
Right.
And I don't know how to, I have actually gone in and expounded the story. Like my story was a 10-page book at first. I got 44 pages on my own, but I'm like, I don't know what to do now. And then I do have a few ideas, like they're in the book, one chapter that is training. And I thought, well, I could have 3 different training sessions instead of one training session
Yeah.
or something like that. So I do have a few ideas on how to expand it.
Ooh.
You know, how can I do more with this book? So the AI is helping me like with ideas and helping me expand it and expound on it. So
Wow. Yeah, you said training sessions, and I was like, oh yeah, love multiple training sessions. That's really fun. I love when I read a book and it has like someone realizing their abilities and stuff, and they're going back and forth between training and then whatever else and stuff. That's always fun.
right.
That really got me excited. Okay. That's really cool. I'm really glad you're starting to work on that again.
Yeah, I'm glad he showed me that app, and I've the girls actually use it for different things. I didn't know that they were using it for stuff. Ella's writing a couple of books on her own as well, And I don't know if she's using that to help her write, but so they showed me the trick to screenshot what I already had typed and copy and paste it and then upload it into the program, and it just it just reworks or retypes what you put in there, and then like you can ask it a question and it'll do what you ask it to do.
That
Our
is very
friend
interesting.
our friend wrote a whole scene, like he just told the AI, okay, I want this to happen, and the AI wrote the story out for him how he described it, and then it of course embellished what he had, and he's like, okay, but I only want this one character to have magic. It had written everyone in the scene to have magic, and so it reworked it how he wanted it. And so when he showed me what he had, I was like, that's cool. I couldn't wait to go home and work on it.
Yeah, AI technology is very, it's advancing.
Yes, and I don't want people to think I'm cheating on this book. Like, it's my story.
Right. Yeah. No, it's your story. It's just helping you critique it a little bit.
Yes,
It's sort of like having an editor already,
yes, yes.
as
And
opposed to like sending it to a publisher and getting it edited.
right. And something that I thought was cool, like in college, I was a theater major, and we had to write a skit for a dinner that we had. It was more fun having like 10 or 12 of us. I don't remember how many there were, but like 8, 10, I don't remember, whatever, sitting around like bouncing ideas off of each other. And I'm like, this is why TV series are so well done usually. I mean, not all of them are, but
Yeah.
for for the most part, like they're well done because you're bouncing ideas off of each other. And
Yeah.
so it's the conglomeration. Whereas books are usually just one person, sometimes two people writing them, which actually makes them even better. But I work better like having ideas bounced off of someone else.
Yeah, because then you can blend it together and figure it out a little bit better.
It's really cool to have the AI. So it's not like it's still my book, but I'm getting ideas to help me. And it was funny because in one of the scenes where she's learning how to like do battle, how to lead a battle, something that the AI writes into the storyline actually plays into something I already have written on my own later on in the book. I was like, that's actually what we do later on. That is cool.
That's funny.
And so I was like, it is my book.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I thought about just very randomly. I was like, wonder when I'm going to eventually work on my books again. Like, I literally thought about that like 2 days ago or maybe even yesterday. And then we get on here and you're like, I finally started writing again. And I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I
you
love
must have
that.
been the vibes. I was channeling it to you.
Yeah. But I'm not prioritizing my stuff right now. So,
That's okay. You have other things you're working on.
yeah. That's really cool though. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to read it.
Oh, don't worry. I think I should start sending you excerpts.
I think you should. Okie dokie.
So have you finished anything?
Geez, I feel like there was something I wanted to say, but I don't.
Oh,
Well, I had it, and then I said something else, and so of course it slipped my little brain.
I'm sorry.
That's my fault. Oh, fudge, fudge, fudge. Yeah, well, oh well, she's gone. So finished. Wow, what a question. I have finished not one, not two, but apparently I have finished 3 books.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's great.
And just gonna go ahead and say none of them are Harry Potter, but I am shocked. That's why I asked you before we started to actually record. I was like, I didn't by any chance talk about this book, did I? Because I didn't think I did, and I was like, wow, 3? That's preposterous. Who is she? So I finished Oh, I guess I should pull the author's name and stuff up because I don't remember one of the authors' names. Oh, I didn't even update Storygraph yet. One of these I finished like a couple hours ago. So I'm a little behind.
Ooh.
Oopsies. So, okay, this was the second audiobook I had started. I finished In 5 Years by Rebecca Serle. And it was the one where I was like, hold on, is this like a romance? I don't know how I feel about this. But I finished it. It was 6 hours and 44 minutes, according to this. And I don't know when I finished it. When was it? The 21st. So 3 days ago. Yay me.
Oh, wow.
I gave it 3 stars. I don't have a whole lot to talk about regarding it. I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis again so everybody remembers what this is about. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? When Type A Manhattan lawyer Danny Cohen is asked this question at the most important interview of her career, she has a meticulously crafted answer at the ready. Later, after nailing her interview and accepting her boyfriend's marriage proposal, Danny goes to sleep knowing she is right on track to achieve her 5-year plan. But when she wakes up, she's suddenly in a different apartment with a different ring on her finger and beside a very different man. The television news is on in the background, and she can just make out the scrolling date. It's the same night, December 15th, but in 2025. 5 years in the future. After a very intense, shocking hour, Danny wakes again at the brink of midnight, back in 2020. She can't shake what has happened. It certainly felt much more than merely a dream, but she isn't the kind of person who believes in visions. That nonsense is only... Hold on, I gotta reread this. That nonsense is only charming, coming from free-spirited types like her lifelong best friend Bella. Determined to ignore the odd experience, she files it away in the back of her mind, that is, until 4.5 years later, when by chance Danny meets the very same man from her long-ago vision. Brimming with joy, I know, right? Brimming with joy and heartbreak, In 5 Years is an unforgettable love story that reminds us of the power of loyalty, friendship, and the unpredictable nature of destiny. Goodness, that's a long synopsis for a book that is 6 hours. Yeah. So, what's funny is I keep saying, I didn't realize this was a romance, like a ding-dong. And at the end of the synopsis, it says it's about an unforgettable love story. But I never made it that far, so thank you very much. I always or when I started it, I just knew the gist of what randomly happens to her. Like, all of a sudden she wakes up and she's in a different place, blah, blah, blah. That's all I knew. So I just started it. And I had only read the synopsis fully for the first time, I think last week when we talked about it. So, whatever. That's on me, but who cares? It was pretty good. I remember I got to the end and I thought, if you liked the book Firefly Lane by somebody, a big author, mind you, I just can't think of her name. Hold on. Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I mean, she's actually got a lot of books. Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I read that and I didn't like it. But if you liked it, this actually gives a lot of the same vibes. So, just throwing that out there. This one was okay. I don't know what else to say really about it. It was fine. The characters were written pretty well. It messed with my emotions a lot, which can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. And for me, I guess it was kind of a good thing. I kept reading it, kept listening to it. I was interested the whole time. I think the narrator did a pretty good job. Actually, was it 2 narrators? It may have just been one. I think it's just one. Megan Hilty. She did a really good job. The story, it takes a turn. It takes a little emotional roller coaster of a turn, and I didn't see it coming until I guess you're supposed to, when it's about to like throw it in your face what's happening. So I thought that was pretty good. I don't know. It was fine. I don't want to make it sound like I didn't like it, because I liked it. It's just, it was an average book to me, but it didn't make me as mad as like Firefly Lane did. That book really pissed me off. So I got so mad at that book. I don't even remember what I rated it, but I think it was either a 2 or a 3 star. But I almost DNF'd it because it just really ticked me off. But that was like 2 years ago, so I'm sure I'm not remembering everything right. But that was in 5 years. I know I didn't go into detail or anything, but there's that. Then then I finally finished the Apocalyptic Anthology book that I was reading, called Out of the Ruins. And I'm so glad I did. It was taking me so long for some reason to get through these stories. Like, they started off okay, and then I feel like I got to several short stories that I just didn't like, and so it was kind of like, it was like really killing my momentum with the book, because I was initially so excited to read it, and then I get to a few of these short stories where I'm like, oh, these kind of suck, to be honest with you. So, like, should I even keep going? And I'm like, well, I haven't even gotten to the short story that's by the author that is the reason I even wanted to buy this book. So I was like, you know what? At least make it to her story. At least make it to Emily St. John Mandel's story. So I did, and it was also, that story was great. It was a lot of short stories in this book, more than I realized. I ended up jotting down the names in my notes and putting ratings next to them, and I think it was, let me recount them, 15, 17, 18, I think it was. Yeah, it was 18 short stories, which does not sound like a big number, but I think it's a bigger collection of short stories that I've read than I have read so far, and so it kind of like threw me off a little. I did the thing where, you know, like when we read Goblin, I rated like each of those stories individually and then did the average rating.
Right.
So I did the same thing basically. And it came out to, it actually came out to 3.88, I think it was. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not putting 3.88 as my rating. That's not me, first of all. And I don't think my apps have that option. So I said that I was just going to round up, basically, because it's not far from 4. So I just decided it was a 4-star. It was pretty good. There was one short story I DNF'd, because I was just like, I don't even like it, I'm not interested, and moved on. But they were all, there was actually a lot more 5 stars than I expected. When I went back, I was shocked at the amount of 5 stars compared to what I had originally thought there was, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was pretty good. I don't really want to go over each individual short story, unless you think I should. But
no, what? Just go over the one that you like the best.
Ooh,
do that.
That's kind of tough. Well, let's see. So the reason I bought this book was it had Emily St. John Mandel in it.
Right.
And she has a short story in it called Mr. Thursday. And that one was really good. And I actually, honestly, this is kind of, I feel like this is controversial. But if you're going into this and you are expecting something that you haven't, I guess, if you've read multiple of her books, or I shouldn't say multiple, if you've read Station 11, The Glass Hotel, or Sea of Tranquility, more so Sea of Tranquility and The Glass Hotel, and if you're going into this thinking it's going to be something completely new that you haven't experienced, you're going to be a little disappointed. But I was not disappointed, even though it was in the same world, I guess, that you were already introduced to, if that makes sense, without spoiling anything. But it sort of goes in the same, it's in the same world as The Glass Hotel and Sea of Tranquility, and there's actually, like, you meet people who worked in the same like company and business as somebody who did in Sea of Tranquility, for example. So it all ties together with those books, which it didn't bother me. I enjoyed it very much. But I like that one a lot. And I actually, let's see. There was a lot of good ones, to be honest. But I think my next favorite one was actually the last one. Mm-hmm. And it's called How the Monsters Found God by John Skip and Autumn Christian. And I actually really like that short story because it's I think I've got an interest in reading about a bunch of motley crews lately. And it's sort of like a it's all post-apocalyptic, but it's a post-apocalyptic world. It kind of reminded me a lot of Mad Max, for anybody who's seen Mad Max, likes Mad Max, that kind of setup. It reminded me a lot of that, but kind of futuristic, because one of the characters is like I think she was actually a human, but she's turned cyborg, basically. And so she's like the repairman of the group. But there's just several different characters that I think were written out really well. And they end up, I don't really want to say too much because, they're short stories. So there's a whole lot that I could spoil, potentially. That's kind of what sucks about short stories. Something happens and they end up finding a baby. And so but they all consider themselves to be like monsters, like they're complete brutes and animals. Like they're very savage, so they don't know what to do with the baby, but their decisions with the baby and what comes after and everything, it was just written really well. And it was actually a very good way to end the collection of short stories, I thought. It ended very closed up really well and wholesome, I guess you could say. I don't know if wholesome's the right word, but it just ended really nicely. So I like that one a lot. There was several that I liked, but I guess I can't not say that Mr. Thursday by Miss Mandel was one of my favorites. John Mandel? I don't know if her name's hyphenated or not. Can't mention my favorites without her being one of them. Then right. I feel like I've been talking a lot. Then today I finished the third audiobook I've read now this year. It's called She and Her Cat. I guess it's more of an anthology. It's sort of short stories, but they're all connected. So I don't know if I have my idea of anthology right, but that's what it feels like to me. And it's only 4 hours and 8 minutes. It is by Makoto Shinkai and Naruki Nagakawa. It is Chinese translated to English, so that's fun. I don't think I've read that yet. What's funny is I've only actually listened to anything that was Japanese translated fiction, mm-hmm. and now I have listened to a Chinese translated fiction.
Yeah.
And I guess I just really like Asian translated fiction. Because I really liked it. It was pretty good. I haven't rated it yet. I say I liked it and it was really good, but I don't think I'm going to give it like a 5-star. It's more of a 4 to me. But it was really nice. It was, I think it's 5 stories. Each story is a chapter. And they're about these cats who get rescued or adopted or whatever, found somehow and taken in by their owners, and just their lives with them. For a short period, you only get like a slice of their life with them. But what's fun is every story, all the cats are actually connected, like they all know each other. And I thought that was really cute. And you follow the cats and you follow their owners in each chapter. So it's a fun little different point of view. Uh-huh. It was really sweet. They had a sweet ending too. It was only, what did I say? It was only 4 hours and 8 minutes. I don't know if I said that or not, but it was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, I don't know anything else. So, you distracted me. You said, "Have you finished anything, Brooke?" And I actually had more questions for you, Missy.
I'm sorry.
but we can actually just get into currently reading now. So so you're on the third book in the Amelia Peabody series?
No.
Oh.
I started Death at Bishop's Keep, which is the first book in a different series by Robin Paige.
That's right. Okay. You know, just like 2 episodes ago, you mentioned that the name of that book, and I don't think you were about to read it or anything, but you just mentioned it, and I typed it up, and it sounded familiar. Anyway, okay. How far are you in that?
I'm only 17%. I'm only in chapter 3.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. That's fun. You liking it?
Yes. I had forgotten that the wife in the book is American, and they're not married yet. And she inherits property in England, I think. That's how far I've gotten.
Okay.
I haven't gotten far enough. I'm pretty sure she's about to inherit the property. So a Pinkerton comes up to her. That's the time period we're in. Pinkerton agency is still around, and they are not just evildoers for the railroad. They used to be private investigators, is what they were.
Oh.
And so Pinkerton comes up to her and tells her she needs to meet him at this office the next day. And so I'm pretty sure that he's going to tell her she's inherited property. I think that's how she ends up in England.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure she's married.
Okay.
She's not married yet, but I think she gets married to someone that she meets there. I think.
Cool. You've read this series, right?
I have read it, yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
But I was a teenager when I read it.
Oh, wow.
And, I'm rediscovering it because, I don't remember. That's 30 years ago. I'm kind of old. To something was 30 years ago and I was a teenager? That's crazy.
That's wild. Literally, okay, I'm sorry. I know I got onto you because you distracted me from my questions, but here I am about to distract us. So me and Austin, we were watching Fargo, the TV show Fargo. I didn't know there was apparently a movie. I didn't know that. I have not watched the movie, for the record, if anybody needs to know. So we're watching Fargo on Hulu, and we're on season 2. Have you watched Fargo?
I have not.
Okay.
But I know about Fargo.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if you would like Fargo.
Pretty sure that's why I haven't watched it.
Yeah. It's entertaining for sure. I'm enjoying it, and I thought when we were watching it, and this actually is kind of like a spoiler, but I thought of Stephen King, and I was thinking, this seems like something Stephen King would write. It just does. It just feels like Stephen King wrote this, and I don't think he did, obviously. That's just what the vibe it gives me. So just throwing that out there. If anybody likes Stephen King stuff, you might like Fargo. But that's not why I wanted to say this. We're in season 2, and the main characters that we're following in season 2, well, 2 of the main characters, it's like a plethora of them. It just said their age, and we're nearing the end of this season, and they're like a married couple on the run, accidentally committed murder and all these things. And it said their age, and it said they were 29. And I looked at Austin, and I was like, they're supposed to be our age. We're supposed to be their age. This is not, I thought they were older than that. So now I feel old.
That's crazy.
It was a weird feeling. I was like, what? They're not supposed to be just 29 years old. That's funny. Crazy. It was a funny moment. We were like, yeah, this is crazy. Fargo's really interesting though. Really interesting. A lot of cool actors. You might like it just to see all the different actors they have.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just send you a list.
Okay.
I don't know. You might enjoy it. It's not something you could watch with your kids, but you might enjoy it.
Maybe I should watch it while they're in at their Bible camp in
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, maybe. You could give it a go. Let me just go ahead and tell you, it gets pretty violent all of a sudden. Like, it'll just be blatant violence. And it's like, whoa.
I do have VidAngel. I could probably watch it on there.
Yeah, you probably could. I forgot about that. Okay. Reeling it back. So you're reading Death at Bishop's Keep by Robin Paige.
Yes.
Wow, I'm a genius. And you are still reading The Gunseller by Hugh Laurie.
Yes.
I almost said something Laurie. I couldn't think of his first name. I know you've just been busy. That's why you haven't finished it yet. Obviously, this isn't like it's homework. Like, you're not due to tell me you finished this book. I just like to keep track. You're still liking it?
Yes, I'm loving it.
That's good.
It's very good.
That is really good. A lot of spy espionage things going on.
I'm eating potatoes now. We didn't do a quote last week, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a quote for this week.
And we didn't do it this week either. Oh, yeah, go for it.
So, I don't know if it'll be out of context if I just read that.
Yeah, go for it. Who cares? This is our podcast.
Okay. My biggest worry in life has always been having no stories to tell my grandchildren. My time with the Wolf family should last them until they're about 15, I'd say.
15?
He gets shot in the armpit.
Oh my gosh. Not the armpit.
Yes. Goes to the hospital, gets out, goes and meets with these people, and it was very clandestine. They had to, make sure that they weren't being followed, blah, blah, blah. He comes out of this dinner only to be, almost run over by a car and kidnapped.
Ridiculous.
And now tortured. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Action-packed.
Very action-packed. So, and then, of course, the way that he handles every situation is with humor. He's a very sarcastic kind of a person.
Yeah.
So, and I imagine this character is Hugh Laurie. I don't know if he imagined himself as he was writing this book, but I imagine him in the lead role because it's very how I would imagine him being, if he were a spy.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably imagined himself a little bit like it as that role. That's fun.
He's very sarcastic and witty.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see, when I was reading, I feel like I read that he is interested in the daughter, there's some kind of romance, at least in his mind. I don't know if it's an actual romance, where they're both interested, but she did just kiss him at the restaurant.
Ooh.
I think she was just being, I don't know.
Friendly?
Yeah, overly friendly.
There we go.
So, I don't know. I'm interested to see, is there a romance that happens? Or, and then, of course, what else happens. So.
That's really cool. I'm glad you're still liking it. Then it's the, 6th or 7th Wheel of Time book?
Yes, book 7.
Book 7. What was it called again? You said it earlier.
Hold on, because I literally just closed out Storygraph for some reason. A Crown of Swords.
A Crown of Swords. Nice. Cool. Cool. How far are you in that?
It says I'm 22% of the way through.
Oh, wow.
I think it's another 10-hour, 10-hour book.
Yeah. Those are long books.
Yeah. Let me see what it says. If I pull up the old YouTube here.
YouTube.
Hour book.
It cut off the amount of hours. What did you say?
Oh, 30.
30. Okay. Yeah, that's long.
So.
That's cool, though.
Of course, I'm really enjoying it. And there's a couple of things that I'm waiting to happen. I'm looking for them to happen in this book. And I don't know if they do, but it's 30 hours. Something's got to happen.
Something better happen within the 30 hours.
So they were looking for something in the last book, which I think they're going to find in this book. And it's supposed to help with the weather situation that's happening. It's really hot. It's supposed to be winter time. So it's supposed to be cold and snowing, and it's really hot. There's no water. the rivers are drying up,
Wow.
vegetation, it's hard to find food, and so I'm interested in that. Then there's supposed to be like one of the girls had a vision, and part of that vision has already come true, and I'm like, uh-oh, the rest of the vision has to come true. It has to happen in this book because of some other things that are happening. So I'm like, I'm just really like looking forward to some of these things happening that I've been expecting. So
Right. Some things coming to a close and other things starting and
right. I mean,
oof.
we're through once we're done with this book, so it's not going to be conclusive on everything, obviously, but
Yeah. Lots more stuff to go.
looking forward to it.
One day, I will read that series.
Maybe you still have to read the other one.
Oh well, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna read them in any order. Who knows? But one day.
Well, I mean, if you're choosing one, wouldn't you choose the 5-book series over the 14-book series?
Not necessarily. Your logic is there, but not necessarily. As if, I don't know, there's just something appealing about like a 15-book series.
It's a really good series. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I like when, it's funny, I say all this, but I have not read a 15-book series or anything like that. I think the most I've read is like 5 or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And, but there's more. There's always more. It's going to be a while before you're completely done with the series. And if you like it, that's a good thing.
Right.
So that's the logic in my mind. You are correct. You would think I would start with the 5-book one. But who's to say?
The 5-book series turned into an 8-book series because of the most recent 3, Nolan.
Oh, right. Yeah. See, in my head, they're just a completely separate, even though they're not, because you literally talked about it. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, they are. It is a separate series, but they talk about some of the same characters.
Yeah. Kind of ties in.
Fairlane was my favorite of the 3. I think I cried the most. Well, Ezra Hodden was really good, though. Ezra Hodden was really good.
I remember you talking about, it was Ezra Hodden when you were crying in your car at work?
Oh, no. When
Was it Fairlane?
Might have been Fairlane, but for sure was the very first book. What was the name of that one? Hold on.
Age of Myth?
Is Age of Myth the first one?
I think so. I could be totally wrong because I haven't even read them.
Because when people started dying,
yeah,
I realized that some people I was shipping weren't going to end up together due to death. I was really sad.
Really messed you up.
Although I'm trying to think, he didn't die in the first one though. I think it was like the 3rd one, maybe, when he died.
Wow. Yeah.
Spoiler alert and names.
Oh well.
A lot. I didn't say any names.
Nope. Didn't say any names. And by the time somebody listens to this and they're like, yeah, I think I'm going to read that series, they'll probably forget anyway.
Or maybe they already read it and they're like, I know who she's talking about.
That's right. That's right. Okie dokie. So, that's what you're currently reading. Glad we were able to circle back to that. I needed closure on it, so. This reminds me. Because I haven't stalked you on Storygraph, but I was about to say I could just look on your Storygraph, but I haven't. But Lexi got a Storygraph. She started reading again.
Oh.
And I don't know if it's because of our podcast being amazing and she's listening to it or what. But probably, right? So she's actually reading the Lady Hardcastle series.
Is she?
Yeah, I think she's in the 2nd one right now.
That's cool.
That is cool. So now you need to add her on Storygraph.
Yeah.
So I'll message you her name.
Okay, sounds good.
That way random people might not try and friend her on there.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. She'd be like, I don't know you. So, okay, I am currently reading 3 things. I finished 3 books and I am still reading 3 things.
That's funny. What are you reading?
It's absurd. Well, I am still reading Harry Potter and The Order of the Phoenix. I did make progress. They have been at Grimwald Place, the head quarters, I should finish the word, of the Order of the Phoenix. And they just got their letters for going back to school. And I cannot think of what it's called now. Oh, it's a prefect. Ron and Hermione just got their prefect letters.
Mm-hmm.
And, actually, roll it forward just a little bit. We're actually on the train. We're on the train back to Hogwarts. And I just remembered. And because Ron and Hermione had to go sit with the prefects, and they couldn't sit with Harry. And so now he just met Luna Lovegood. So we got to meet wonderful Luna Lovegood. I love her character. So that's exciting. So I'm still not too far in it. I really think I'm only like 13% through or something still.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm enjoying it. I was reading it on my Kindle the other day. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to pick up my Kindle. I'm just going to read it. Just going to do it. And that's what I had to do with Out of the Ruins, and I'm glad I did. So that's what I'm on. That's how far I am with that. Still not very far, but I'm still. I don't know. I don't know, Becky. I have a problem. I might just DNF Terrible Pterodactyls because I have not even thought about reading it. And it's been like, what, a month that it's just been sitting there saying I'm reading it? So that might happen. That might happen. Then, sorry.
I was just saying, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. It's true. It's true. This is the goofy thing about when we can't record in person. This is where we're like, oh, you were going to talk? Oh, no, you were going to talk. So, forgive us, everybody. Then I started something new, and if you were stalking me on Storygraph, you probably know. I started Under the Dome by Stephen King. Which is why I said earlier, if you like Fargo, it kind of gives Stephen King vibes because I just got back into Stephen King vibes. It's pretty good. I'm not too far in it. Where is my progress? I'm 3% of the way through. It's got like it has 1,088 pages, so
wow.
We're gonna get there. It's really good though. The pages I have read, the 3% that I have made it, I like it a lot.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think if I just have the time, I could probably get pretty far in it.
Yeah.
But there's also like I have to pick and choose because now I am technically reading 2 books physically, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Under the Dome, and they're both big books. It's a problem.
Yeah.
It really is. So the dome comes down like right away in the book. So I'm pretty much just right there in the beginning. Does it say in the synopsis? I don't want to say anything that really spoils it. Hold on. Yeah, so in the synopsis it talks about the plane crash. So a plane crashes right into the dome right away.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's still a plane. It's a small plane, but it's not like a commercial airliner, but it's still a plane. It's crazy. And then there's a really, really upsetting scene shortly after. And that's another thing, like with Stephen King, like he writes a lot of upsetting stuff. And I know that. Everyone knows that. And he writes so well. So it's like, I almost forgot for some reason who I was reading. And I get to this next scene and it's like it really bothered me. This guy just like snaps and he's like so angry. And so he just goes to his like ex-girlfriend's house and just starts beating her.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is really, I'm so sad. I don't like this. But I'm sure he's gonna get what he deserves, I think. So we'll see what happens. He writes awful people really well, and it's crazy. Good to to see the what do you call it? The real life horror in his books, I guess you could say. That's pretty much where I'm at. It's not very far into the book at all. It's only like the first 4 chapters maybe, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, every time I read anything by him, it just like sucks me in. He's such a great author. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, I would be looking forward to an update.
Yes, I'll have to give it to you. Have to give it to you, even if it's just next week, next Monday. Yeah, I gotta show you my cardigan in person, and I told you, I know I sent it to you at like 10 o'clock at night, but I just sent you random, really poor pictures of me trying on the sweater or cardigan. I keep saying sweater, but in my head, a sweater is like a pull over the head sweater, and a cardigan is open, and so
right.
I sent you some pictures of it, and I said I was gonna take off the squares at the very end of the sleeves because it was just way too long. Like it was just far too long on my little arms, and then the 2 inner columns on the inside on the front, because right. it was just way too much, way too many squares. So I guess the video I've been following, I guess the pattern I've been following, I could say, is not really an official pattern of any kind. It's just this girl put together her own cardigan with squares. So I've been following what she was doing, and I guess it just fit her a lot better. I was like, it's so cozy, but it's just too many squares. Right. Too many. So I took those off, and it fits better now. But now I've got to work on the border of it, and I've got to cinch the end of the sleeves and make the cuffs. And then I gotta add buttons to the border. It's a process. It's a process. But yeah, that's I think that's pretty much where I'm at reading wise. I don't know. Actually, I can tell you probably what audiobook I'll be starting next, in case that's something you need to know.
Yes. I might want a copy.
Yeah, you might. I think I'm going to... So I only saved a couple. I've got 1, 2, 3 audiobooks left out of this little group that I made. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll go... So the next 2 I'm considering are both 7 hours long. I guess I've been going from the shortest to the longest. Mm-hmm. And one of them is called Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by... A little off-putting, isn't it? By Emily Austen. And another one is 7 hours long, and it's called... Sorry. It's called Shark Heart, A Love Story. So, I don't know. And then there's one that's 13 hours long. It's called The Day the Sun Died by Lianke. Oh, I didn't say the author of Shark Heart. That is by Emily Habeck. So, I don't know what I'm going to start next. If any of those names sound interesting, stay tuned, because one day I will get through all 3 of them. And
the first most interesting.
Which one?
Someday everyone in this room will be dead.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What's the synopsis say? I'm sorry. I actually just don't have the willpower to read a long synopsis. So look it up. It's called Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead. I just don't have it in me. But yeah, all those seemed interesting. It's tagged as having dark humor, so keep that in mind. And yeah, so I really didn't expect to be able to get any audiobooks in, yet here we are. I finished my 3rd one.
That's great.
Like, literally, we were talking about it, and then, like, the next few days after we were talking about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to an audiobook while I put my cardigan together, and here we are. Storygraph actually says I am 2 books ahead.
That's good. I am, what's the Storygraph say about me? Where is it? Oh, it says I'm 1 ahead.
You're 1 ahead?
What it says.
Cool. Look at us.
Oh, wait, I think that's a lie. I need you to show me next week how to do something.
Oh, okay.
It said I was reading 2 editions of The Gunseller, and I was trying to delete the other one that I'm not updating.
Oh, yeah.
On there. And so I thought I deleted it, but it was still there. So I just said I finished reading it.
Okay. Yeah, I can show you how to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's not actually true. I'm right on schedule. I have 12 books read, not 13.
Nice. That's still really good. But I'm your biggest hype woman. You could say you're 3 books behind, and I'm like, that's amazing, Becky. Which is true. It's amazing.
Oh, you're funny.
So I guess that's so crazy because I did not expect to get any audiobooks in, but I had an audiobook hour goal and it was 20 hours, and I am now 78% through the 20 hours goal.
Wow.
Which is wild. And that's crazy. My pages goal was 10,000, and I am 72% through that, which I guess I should have made it a little bit higher, but I don't remember why I chose 10,000. And the books, I'm 51% of the way through, so goodness. I just hope I get enough. I hope I get through a lot of new books that I am interested in this year. I don't want to just still be reading stuff that now I'm not interested in it because several months have passed, but I feel obligated to read it just because it's on my list.
Right.
That's my life that I just rambled on about.
That's okay. I already rambled on about my life earlier, so.
Yeah.
Now we're all caught up.
Yep. Which we did not record that. Sorry, guys.
Oh, they didn't need to hear all that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully. Oh, man. I think I should just go ahead and DNF Terrible Pterodactyls live on the show.
Oh, wow. It's a bold move.
It is a bold move because I might actually like it. I'm just tired of saying that I'm currently reading it when I'm not putting any effort in. Maybe I'll come back to it, is what I was going to say. What were you going to say?
I said leading it on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leading Terrible Pterodactyls on. Catfishing. Yeah. I think we're just going to set that to the side for now. Let me just go ahead and take it off of my currently reading stuff.
It's for the best.
It is. You heard it here, guys. You know, you said floor, but for some reason I was like, almost dropped your phone on the pool. What?
It's not even dug yet.
I was like, yeah, right? And then I was like, when you're in a bedroom, there shouldn't be a pool in there.
I wish it was dug. It's 93 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
so hot?
96, I think, here. At least that's what it says. Hold on.
At my weather app.
95 down here.
Oh, it's 96. I'm sorry. 93 must have been earlier this morning.
Yeah, get it right. 3 degrees. Don't worry. It says 95 here, and the real feel is 96.
It's going to be 100 degrees next month.
Oh, gosh.
I really need to get my shorts fixed for work because I don't want to be outside of my pants, honey.
Yeah.
I gotta be in my shorts.
I've been having such a hard time because it's been so hot, like, just going outside.
Yes.
And I'm like, I want to go outside. It's good to go outside.
It's stifling.
It's so hot. So I've been like a couple days ago, you should be proud of me. Everybody should be proud of me. I took Stetson to the park by myself, and we walked around, and we're there for like 2 hours, and he ate while we were there. And it was in the evening, though, so it wasn't too hot. So I did something without another adult. So everyone should be proud.
We are. We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
Emma wanted to go jogging the other night, and I said, Emma, it's so hot. I don't think that either one of us really wants to go jogging. And she
Oh,
goes, you're right. I don't
jeez.
want to go jogging in that.
No, I want to buy a treadmill and jog in the air conditioning.
Right.
Or go to a gym. If I had the time and ability to go to the gym, I would, but it ain't happening right now. There's no way. I'm not jogging outside. You're crazy. Crazy.
She she learned she liked jogging when she was in Alabama, and we both need to lose some weight. And she thought, well, I like jogging. We should do that. So we did it for about a week, and then it got into the 90s, and we
Yeah.
haven't been. So
Ugh, I hate that's such a good thing to say you like and to do, but I I hate running and
yeah,
jogging.
I'm going to jog for her.
Yeah. I mean, I like to okay, it's I don't like it, but I like to do it because it makes me feel better and feel
Right.
good and you're building your cardio and all that. Like it's all good. It's just so tiring.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then I'm not. You're hard pressed to find me running around outside. Good luck.
Right. Mm.
I'll
You
swim.
need a place with perfect weather.
Yeah. Ugh. Well, I guess that's all I have. I somebody did I tell you somebody took two more books from my little library?
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
not.
Let me see. I take pictures of it every so often so I can see what got taken and how many.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? They took. Let me see if I can figure it out with my brain. Somebody took Duck Duck Gator by Ken Wheaton,
Great.
that's fun. I'm glad somebody took that. It's actually, I mean, it's a pretty good book. I hope people don't think that books that just go into little free libraries are just books that the person didn't want or like. Because I put Beartown in there too, and I liked Beartown. Let's see. What's the other one? I think it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know they took one. Oh yeah, The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. So that's cool. I didn't like that one. So, but I liked. What did I have in there? I currently now have The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins in there, which I DNF'd. 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia. I can't see his name. Marquez. Um, is that really who wrote that? I guess so. That's his name right there. I DNF'd that. Well, this is actually kind of awkward. There's a lot in a row right here that I just DNF'd. The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. I DNF'd that. Left Behind by LaHaye and Jenkins. I think it was two guys that worked on it. I DNF'd that because it scared me. And but then Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I love Frederick Bachman. He's a great author, but I just had no reason to keep it, so I put it in there. The Guide by Peter Heller. I liked that, but I have just had no reason to keep it, so got rid of it. Duck Duck Gator was pretty good. The Wolf Gift by Anne Rice was pretty good. And then The Living Dead by George A. Romero and Daniel Kraus, which I did not like. And I get nauseous every time I look at it because it was during that time.
Yeah, the pregnant time.
Yeah. So, not everything that goes into a little free library are books that people didn't like.
Right.
Just most of the ones I put out there are books I didn't like. There's a difference.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to put the 12 Dates of Christmas out there. And there's a couple more books in that room upstairs I might actually put out there because I might just read them on the Kindle. I'm a changed person.
How do you feel about it?
Conflicted. Sometimes I feel good about it, sometimes I'm bummed about it.
Oh, so sad.
I know, right? Well,
That's it?
that's it. That's it, partner. Oh, I saved you some eggshells.
Oh, thank you.
They're sitting in my kitchen.
I can't wait to try out my cleaning idea.
Yeah, you should definitely let me know how that goes.
I will.
I mean, it'll be another week and a couple days, but
Yeah. I'm sorry.
it's okay. By then, you'll have even more eggshells, hopefully.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's hard to say goodbye when we're on the phone than it is in person.
I know.
Because we don't actually say goodbye when we're in person. We're still together.
Right. For like at least probably another hour or so, almost.
Yeah. Boo.
Watching Avatar and
Yeah.
chatting.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. As always, it's wonderful to know that there are so many kindred spirits in the world. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us. Book ideas, feel free to email us. And checking out Sideways Sheriff. And until next time, stay happily booked.